Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. There's no coming to consciousness without pain. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth. And if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. Man is an animal that has gone mad. There are two ways out of this madness. He needs to become an animal again, or to become more than a person. The sexuality of man goes toward the earthly. The sexuality of women goes toward the spiritual. It is more polite to talk about sex than to be embarrassed to talk about God. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. How can I be substantial if I do not cast a shadow? I must have a dark side also, if I am to be whole. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. What you resist persists. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. If there is anything that we wish to change in the child, we should first examine it and see whether it is not something that could better be changed in ourselves. Depression is like a woman in black. If she turns up, don't shoo her away. Invite her in, offer her a seat, treat her like a guest, and listen to what she wants to say. The daemon of sexuality approaches our soul as a serpent. Nights through dreams tell the myths forgotten by the day. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. There can be no transforming of darkness into light and of apathy into movement without emotion. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. Words are animals, alive with a will of their own. Find out what a person fears most, and that is where he will develop next. Without this playing with fantasy, no creative work has ever yet come to birth. The debt we owe to the play of the imagination is incalculable. The bigger the crowd, the more negligible the individual becomes. In each of us, there is another whom we do not know. The true leader is always led. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Nobody, as long as he moves among the chaotic currents of life, is without trouble. The majority of my patients consisted not of believers, but of those who had lost their faith. Faith, hope, love, and insight are the highest achievements of human effort. They are found, given by experience. The fool is the precursor to the savior. Often, the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. People don't have ideas. Ideas have people. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. A creative person has little power over his own life. He is not free. He is captive and driven by his daemon. Intuition does not denote something contrary to reason, but something outside the province of reason. We hope for your support in the form of likes and comments. Thank you for watching.